I have been wanting to make this video for a while because epistemic trust is a concept that I always make sure I teach about on my training courses and whenever I'm lecturing. It's also something that I continue to try to achieve in the work that I do with parents. And it's also come up a lot of times on the podcast. So, I first heard the term epistemic trust being described by Peter Fonagy at a conference at UCL, and he spoke about it in the context of a client-therapist relationship, and I felt it was just so relevant to the parent-social worker relationship within the context of children's services. He described the way in which someone needs to feel that you understand what it's like to be them, and if they do not get a sense of this from you, then they might hear what you're saying, but they're not actually listening. And they just don't see you then as a credible source of knowledge or information. Now, in our work with families, we absolutely need parents to listen to what we're saying, to listen to our worries or what we think their child might be thinking or feeling, or what we think they might need from them. So it's so important that we're doing everything we can to do that first step of communicating with the parent in a way that demonstrates that we do have that intention to understand them, to understand their situation, their feelings, their struggles, their difficulties. Otherwise, we cannot get to the next stage, which is the bit we really need them to listen to, the bit where we share what we are worried about, the bit where we share what we think might need to change. And then also that prevents us getting from the next stage, which is the space for reflection and the space where change might happen. So what can you do, or what can you share about yourself to demonstrate you have an understanding in some way of the circumstances that any parent might find themselves in?